thinking about it more as like a time-saving tool that in the long term is going to allow you to book more clients in your diary and then actually generate more revenue, or even bring on more practitioners that can actually do the bulk of that work, which gifts you time back anyway, is a really important thing to think of when you're making this switch or taking on software for the first time.
We have a saying, I have a saying, which is that a great company is a process-driven company. And even as a sole trader, I'm like, what's your processes? Even if it's, because it's like always in our head, isn't it? As a sole trader, my process is all in there. Like how we go through the customer journey, it's all in the head. I have to do lots of things manually. I have to remember to send the invoice at this point, and I have to add them to my mailing system at this point, and did it, and all these little things. And I'm like, but you don't clearly value your time in the right way if that is how you're currently operating. And most people are in a position where they want more time, they want more freedom as a business owner, and software gives you that, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. Try and explain that to somebody else as well. Like when you've got something in your head of all these tiny little tasks that you need to do, as soon as you want to bring on help or try and explain it to somebody else as to what your process is, that's really difficult to do if it's not written down anywhere. But I think probably software gives you a framework to work within. As soon as you learn the standard flows of how to use something and how it can then begin working for you rather than you working for it, that's when you're going to see the most return on your actual initial time that you put in that, and your financial investment into that as well, because it's going to start generating you more revenue, more clients, like we said before.
What are some of the most common areas, and we can talk about Jane specifically here because the knowledge for you there is there then, but what are the common areas that clinic owners don't use the software for when they could?
I think it's more of the fine-tuned, as I tend to describe them, features, things that kind of work in the background that aren't at the forefront of maybe what it looks like at face value. So for example, most clinic softwares are going to have a diary on it. Everyone knows where that is. Like they'll book their appointments in it, they'll use it for payments. Like they're quite obvious features to see. I think ones that people don't use as often are probably more like the retention tools that are offered in software, which you can really use to your advantage. Like for example, you can pull up a list of everybody that hasn't rebooked. You can send them notifications through that. You can set up, say, ratings emails to go out, so you can start building your Google review kind of portfolio. Those kinds of things where they automatically work in the background or aren't so at the forefront of what you see when you go into a software. Those are the most underutilized things, I would say, where you can really start generating that return on investment that we're talking about.